Today is our season finale. I can't believe we did that this year. You dream it and you do it. I just feel really proud of us.
44 episodes. Crazy.
And we have not missed a single week. We have gone through illnesses.
Both throwing up on the bathroom floor. I'll edit today, you edit tomorrow. I feel like what I didn't realize is how much I needed this. 2025 has been genuinely probably the hardest year of my life. And this has kept me so busy and kept me going in a lot of ways. I feel really lucky to be able to sit down with a lot of the people that we had on and hear their story and ask them these questions.
It felt like 20 minutes, and then I went to turn off the camera and it had been 2 hours and 45 minutes or something. Time warped in that conversation.
It wasn't even like we were recording. That episode for sure felt like we both knew we were a part of something special. Connecting with a lot of people that I have connected with about infertility or even grief, like messages I've gotten from people of being like, thank you so much for sharing your story, or I love hearing about this. First message received of that, I was like, that was totally worth it.
Is there anything, I guess not regret, but something that you're like, oh, I would have done it different?
I feel like maybe just family members hearing too much about my life. If you're new here, if you're new to our friendship and us as people, we're so glad that you guys are here. And we love you so much. And we will be back on January 8th.
Hello, I am Chelsey.
And I'm Sammy, and this is Deepish. Hi, you guys.
Hi. Happy Thursday.
Happy season finale Thursday.
Guys, today is our season finale. Deepish season 1.
How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling so accomplished. I can't believe we did that this year.
I know.
It's crazy. You dream it and you do it. I just feel really proud of us. I'm sad, but also we're coming back beginning of January, so it's less than 2 months, but it is sad. I'm like, oh, are we not going to record next week?
I know. I was sad pressing the record button for some reason and doing our little intro. We'll have a few weeks off before we record again, and we're going to miss you guys.
I know. How are you feeling about season 1?
Oh, so good. I feel like we've accomplished so much this year, and I feel like it's been such a good thing in both of our lives. And the definition of our friendship and like us in general is dream it, do it.
I know. I think obviously we'll get into reflecting on all of our past episodes and past guests and everything. Before we get into going down memory lane for season 1, I just want to hear your update, life update.
Okay, guys, this episode is sponsored by Tidy Co Cleaning.
I love Tidy Co Cleaning. This is the perfect time to get a deep clean before the holidays.
It was honestly the best gift that we could give ourselves.
I cannot even tell you, after they came to my house and I walked through my doors, all I felt was relief, and I didn't realize how much I needed that.
It really does. This time of year, you have to delegate as much as you possibly can, and I feel like deep cleaning your house is one of those. If you can get somebody else to do it for you and you can come home and enjoy it and be with your family and not be an anxious ball of stress, oh my gosh.
That's what I'm feeling all the time. I felt that bottling up for weeks. And then after they came, it was like this release of just like, oh,
yeah,
it's clean.
I feel like actually that's the best gift that you can give someone.
Oh my gosh. Should it just be a gift you give people? Like a deep clean?
Imagine you give that to your mother-in-law before the holidays. Like, here's your Christmas present.
Holy crap.
You're welcome, you guys.
My mother-in-law, like, she hosts so many parties. If I gave her this literally this week, she'd be like, this is the perfect time, because she hosts Thanksgiving, she hosts Christmas. And if she didn't have to deep clean her house, that would be the biggest gift for her.
That's all I would want from my in-laws or my daughter-in-law or something. That's the best gift.
That should be more of a thing.
I know, it must be, right?
Even after you have a baby, instead of bringing me dinner, literally get me a house clean.
Yeah.
And the best thing about Tidy Co is they have 3 different things. Their basic clean, which in other cleaning companies, their basic clean is garbage. It's like, okay, we'll sweep the floors and mop and that's it. Even their basic is so in depth.
Yeah.
And then it goes even farther, and then the deep, deep clean, like down to the walls and the windows and everything. But that's what I love. And the owner, she's so cute. I loved talking to her because she was like, Kate, what are your needs? What are your pain points in your house? What are you looking to get clean, and how can I help? It was a different experience.
I actually love that too, because I feel like it customized the experience. Because for me, I don't have kids, but I have a dog. And you have kids, so it's very different of what we actually need cleaned.
I loved that customization. I feel like they were so professional, so good. And you know what, guys? If you use code Deepish, you get $50 off your first clean.
$50.
$50 off. That is crazy to me.
No, but I really feel like we are also giving you a gift by recommending these guys to you, because I have gone through 5 different cleaning companies and I'm like, how could they miss this spot? How could they miss this spot? This is a whole new level. It really is an entirely different experience when it's customized for your specific home.
So guys, if you need this for yourself or a gift, use code Deepish.
You can go to their website, tidycoclean.com, or you can follow them on Instagram, tidyco.clean.
And thank you, TidyCo, for sponsoring this episode.
I'm dying to talk to you about this because I texted you, but then you hadn't watched it yet. Did you finish Love is Blind?
Yes. It was
so stupid. Can you believe it?
So bad this season. Just no one gets married. All the couples sucked from the very beginning. There was not one couple that I was rooting for.
Why was it so bad?
It was awful. But can you really look back on any of the Love is Blind couples? It's so weird how you're watching it and they're so relevant, and then you close your eyes and then they're just immediately irrelevant.
You forget about all of them. For sure. There's a couple little glimpses. Of course, I remember the Megan Fox moment, random things here and there. But no, you don't. Because even when they showed us that whole relationship with the blonde chick and the Asian dude, and then she left, I'm like, why did you guys even show us that? There was other couples in the villa. The villa. I missed the villa.
The villa. Bombshell.
There were other couples in the pods. Why even put us through that?
It's kind of getting progressively worse and worse.
I know. This is what I was talking to Hayden about. It is getting worse. But I feel like they personally need to mix it up a little bit. Throw a little bit of plot twist in there. Can you think of anything that they should do or changes? If you were giving the producers advice on what to change, what would you give them advice on?
You know what they should do? They should do an all-star Love is Blind.
But it wouldn't work because they'd probably have all mingled in the same circles.
Yeah, but do you think they would recognize
Chelsey? And then it's like,
they couldn't say the names.
Chelsey from season 2, the girl that dated Jimmy, and then it's like, oh, I know what you look like.
But what if you couldn't use names?
But what if they recognize voices?
I know. Or you throw in some Netflix stars in there or something.
Yeah, I would love that. You know what my idea was, though? You know, a lot of times they have a love triangle.
Yes.
I want them to have some type of game card that they could play to sneak a peek type thing. And
like, what color is their hair?
Yeah. They could get hints, or they could get a chance to meet both of them, do a reveal with both of the love triangles, and then choose. And then, of course, they'd always choose the attractive one.
There's been a few, though, that I was like, they're not going to last. They're not attracted, and then they end up getting married. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but
like there was some boy and girl at one point that we thought of.
Yeah.
Irrelevant now. I just think they need to mix it up somehow because it's not working.
No.
Clearly. Love is not blind.
Oh my gosh, but this was such a bad season.
It was so
bad.
bad.
This is such a waste of my time. And that one girl that was like, love me. I love you. Do you love me? No, you don't even realize. I love you. I love you. I love you. I was like, girl, sober up and take a seat.
And the black guy with the comb in his hair, I was like, he should be. It's like nothing I say on here is going to be appropriate.
I can't. But even just that guy who's just getting drunk. Is there tequila in the fridge? I don't know.
Yeah, there might be. Oh my gosh. Or Joe and the blind chick.
He hated her.
He hated her from day one. And he's just like waving a red flag. And she's just like, what? You're just watching me cry. And I'm like, you're down for this. You were down for this.
I know, but she's like, what do you mean? What? Girl, run.
Okay, but I'm confused because did they not show a preview of her
down
walking in her wedding dress with her friends?
And then she was like, Joe.
Yeah. I swear.
I think that they definitely
like
did.
Cops and faces.
I don't think they even saw her face. We just saw brown hair and then we just heard Joe.
Yeah.
So it was just like a voiceover thing.
I want
those editors
because it seemed like it for sure. I was like, oh my gosh, they're making it down the aisle.
Did you like anyone this season?
I kind of liked Sparkle Meg and that guy.
Oh, I guess they
For
were
a
like
second.
fine, but he was like, hello? Knock, knock, knock. Are you there? Just checked out. And she was kind of blah too. Here's the thing. I just feel like they skip over this honeymoon dating and they all act like they're
and jump into the issues and the problems of relationships.
yeah, just court each other, even though you are getting married, but you can flirt and have fun. I feel like they all just dive into that.
Yeah. I want them to do a Love is Blind Salt Lake so bad.
They will, no?
They need to. I'm sure they will, but when?
What's the next one? Do you know?
I have no idea.
We should look. Because it was just in Denver. Do you feel like they would just hop on over?
They should. Some missed opportunity.
But that's the thing. Last season of Love Island that they did a spinoff after the villa for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I feel like if they did a Salt Lake version, there would be a spinoff.
There's a fascination with Salt Lake City, but every show that happens in Salt Lake is pure gold.
Exactly.
Which reminds me, I need you to watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I don't understand how you're not watching it.
Is it good?
It's so good. It is the best Real Housewives franchise. Everything about it. It's comedy. It's drama.
But now that we have Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, that's so much.
No, but you don't understand.
But do you feel like
it's different.
Real Housewife girls are pissed at the Secret Life girls that they're way more popular?
I mean, no, because I think Real Housewives of Salt Lake is the best Real Housewives franchise right now. They're on top because everyone just loves them. And their crew, their producers, everything is just working for them. So I can't imagine. I mean, I'm sure they probably would be jealous, but...
Because right now I feel like every single person is like, oh, those Mormon wives. Everyone is talking about them.
Yeah.
And Real Housewives, it's either you watch it or you don't.
Yeah, and you kind of have to be in the Bravo world to know. So it is true. It is different where Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is more like Kardashian-esque versus Real Housewives is just a Real Housewives franchise. Oh, I wish you watched it so bad. It's so good.
I know, but I feel like I'm too late to the game now.
Binge.
Should I just do it?
What you should do is just binge it while Brandon's at work and you have the kids just with your AirPods in on the iPad.
That's what I'll do. Because I know I'll get into it.
You will.
I just hate that I'm going to be watching season 1 and then, oh, is that girl not in it anymore? Or is that girl divorced now? I hate that I don't know.
But then, you get to experience it for the first time. And most of the girls are still in it. The core cast. There's a few girls, like one went to prison and stuff.
Oh my gosh, wait, I have to watch it. But are you excited for The Bachelor?
Yeah.
I'm watching her interviews right now and I'm just like, I don't know how this is going to go.
I'm confused.
Everyone's like, have you watched it? I did. What? Hannah Brown? She just doesn't know anything about The Bachelor. And someone asked her, oh, are you going to get engaged at the end? And she's like, maybe. Or just leaving with someone would be great. I don't know.
It's going to be kind of crazy because she's like, they have to be down to live in Utah. They have to be down to take on 3 kids and 2 baby daddies. It's a lot of qualifications.
There's so many Utah guys. There's like 8 Utah guys
that they casted.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you she gets engaged at the end.
She will, and it won't last because she also loves a love bomb. I swear. She loves a fast fire and then it burns out.
Yeah. So he'll be toxic.
And they're all going to be clout chasers.
Yeah.
All of them. But I'm excited because one, I think it's going to be really different than the Bachelorette that we're used to.
Yeah.
Because one, she's not part of the franchise. She's never gone through this process. And she's so messy.
It's going to be so good for the franchise. And it's just going to be so fun to watch. No matter what happens. But I do hope that they try and mix it up a little bit and make it a little bit more different than the classic Bachelorette has been in the past.
Well, they did that with Bachelor in Paradise. I didn't watch it, but I heard that
I watched a few episodes and couldn't do it. I know, but that format, you have Love Island, you have all these other dating shows. Bachelor in Paradise is just not working anymore. It's not good.
But I wonder with the Bachelorette, what do you think that they could do to mix that up?
I just think step away a little bit from the traditional format where it's like group date, single date. I got a date card. I got a this.
I feel like it'll be that.
Like, I'm sure it will be that, but maybe mix it up a little bit.
I just hope she throws in, she sneaks out with one of the guys.
Oh, like a Caitlyn Bristow season. Having sex with both of them and being messy.
And then like, why'd you make love to me? It's gonna be so messy.
I hope it's messy.
But all I know is I want Dakota to show up so bad.
No.
I don't want them together.
I hate when people say that. Why?
I don't want them together.
Why do you want him to show up though?
Because I just want it for the drama. I want him to show up and be like, Taylor, but our family, and her be like, no. Absolutely not.
I don't see it happening.
But also, they've been asking about Dakota, and she's like, toxic relationships are literally a drug, and I need to detox. She's not ready for this at all.
No.
She is not healed. She is not ready. She needs to be single for at least 2 years. No arrests. Like, just relax. I feel like she's coming off of this very intense toxic relationship and getting thrown into this.
But you got to take the opportunity as it comes.
Oh, yeah. And she is.
And it's not that deep because she doesn't have a hard time meeting guys. Even if this doesn't work out, she will be just fine.
Do you think it'll work out, whoever she ends up with?
I don't think it will work out, but I think she will get love bombed or whatever. She's going to get carried away and meet somebody. And I don't think she walks out of there alone.
No. She definitely isn't going to walk out of there. My prediction is I think she's going to fall in love with 2 guys, sleep with both of them for sure. And then be really torn and then choose one of the guys, get engaged. It's just going to be drama after.
Yeah, and he'll be on 1 season of Secret Lives and then they'll break up.
Yeah. But even after, I feel like their breakup's going to be so public and she's going to just be like, rawr.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Because there'll be girls messaging her that he was being sketchy before he went on the show and he had a girlfriend. Oh, I can't wait for her to be on a group date and call out a guy like, you have a girlfriend? There's the door. Bye.
I don't do that.
Yeah. Oh, I can't
just
wait.
her in her half up claw clip and just like, no.
Or just different dates, more casual settings. Or I would love for them to do a group date that she brings the whole group date back to Utah to meet some of her family. Or just mix it up a tiny, tiny bit.
I think her just not being part of it, it will feel different. Yeah.
Did you also hear that they're doing an HGTV show where they're remodeling the Bachelor Mansion and they're bringing in all of the classic Bachelor people that have HGTV shows like JoJo and Jordan and Jillian Harris and all of these people who have Reno experience.
That is my 2 favorite things merging into one. Like 2010 Chelsea, those 2 things was everything to me.
Let me look and see if I can find the details on it.
Like, do you feel like it already got filmed? Is Taylor going into the new house?
I don't know.
All I know too, out of the Bachelor franchise, my favorite couple is JoJo and Jordan.
Oh, 100%. Somehow they just are the classiest, hottest.
And
best.
she just loved him the whole season.
Oh, yeah. This is amazing. Okay. HGTV just announced a new competition series titled Bachelor Mansion Takeover. Slated for 2026, the show stars former Bachelor franchise alums as they give the famed California filming location a dramatic makeover. Jesse Palmer hosts the series, and Tyler Cameron and Tayshia Adams appear as judges.
This is going to be everything. Also, can we just bring Chris Harrison back?
I know. Oh my gosh. It's a 6-episode competition series. So I don't know if they have, let's say they have Ben Higgins and Nick Viall come on and they renovate a room and then there's judges. I don't know how it's going to work.
But no, I feel like they have to have Reno experience, no?
Yeah, because a lot of them do. Like Tyler Cameron, that's his whole career. JoJo and Jordan, that's a big thing that JoJo
Tyler's going to be a judge.
I know. So that's what I'm saying.
So like I hope,
interesting.
But Nick doesn't have any experience or Ben, so it's not like they'll come on.
I don't know. Who knows?
Because if they're seeing maybe the Property Brothers, or maybe it's not even anyone alums, maybe it's just random DIY people. Like, okay, you get the kitchen, you get the bedrooms, you get the bathrooms.
It's like the Great British Bake Off, but with rooms.
I'm so excited, but also kind of sad. The Bachelor Mansion
like
is
we
very
love
iconic.
like the gaudy Italian villa look of it. For sure. It's gonna be kind of sad. But if that's slotted for 2026, I bet you they film Taylor, then do that show.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they're probably filming Taylor right now, right?
She got in a few days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
it's
think
like
they
happening.
just started.
Crazy. I'm so freaking excited. But I'm also excited for the new season of Secret Lives.
I'm very excited.
That comes out next week.
But here's my thing. They need to release the seasons quicker together. Because we already know so much.
I know, but did you see Jesse's clapback on that? Because everyone's like, we get it. I'm already so over this season. And she's like, we literally film around the clock. We release 2 seasons a year, which is more than any other reality show. And there's still so much you guys don't know. Blah, blah, blah.
They're filming season 4.
They're filming the season that's not even going to come out till next year.
I can't remember who it was, Jesse or someone was like, oh, just wait till season 4. You'll figure out what's happening when you watch season 4. And I'm just like, don't.
I guess on that long.
I never really watched the Kardashians, but what I loved is they were radio silence about everything in their life. We knew nothing. And then it was like, boom, their season dropped. And then we figured out everything. And then
but
nothing.
It's not necessarily true. There's things that come out that you can't control. It's like,
big
oh,
things.
Chloe's pregnant or this is happening. But it's not like they're sharing about every little. It's hard because they're TikTok influencers. And so they have to be
on
posting about their real lives while filming around the clock and then it getting posted later. I want to know if you think that Jesse slept with that dude.
Yeah.
You think?
I don't know if they slept together, but they for sure did something. What do you think?
I think the second she hears it, whoever she's in the car with, I think she's going to be confronted and she's going to completely deny it. Be like, oh my gosh, like what? No, I would never. Ew, that's disgusting. And then she's going to like go have a conversation with her husband. And then she might, okay, things did get a little bit carried away. But I didn't do that. That's disgusting. But I did kiss him and this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's like what I was trying to say. 'Cause I don't think they slept together, but I think that they did something.
Because it's weird that she's like, you guys don't even know the story. You think you know what happened, but you don't know what happened. But you either did or you didn't. So what's the crazy story?
Yes. But I hope they don't play too much into that. I hope that there's more.
I'm just curious to see what Demi and Whitney's dynamic is going to be in the show with other girls. Because they're kind of made up now. You can tell the group's back together. And it's just the classic reality show where you're just like, okay, you're not friends, you're leaving mom talk, but you're still going to film. So you guys are going to be friends. But this next season, are they going to be estranged from them for most of it? Or what's that going to be?
It seems like they reconciled Demi and Taylor probably towards the middle or end of season 3. Because right now they're chill.
Yeah.
And good.
They all seem like they're good now. Demi posted with Taylor's mom and her. They seem like they're all fine now, but that probably took 6 months.
Also, are you watching Dancing with the Stars?
Yes, religiously.
Do you love it?
I love it.
How do you feel about Whitney?
I'm so happy for her. It's just so weird because my memories of her are her on Orem Dance Company. It's so crazy, but she looks amazing. She's doing amazing. She's killing it. I don't know if I want her to win, though.
I want Robert to win.
Yeah, I feel like I'd want Robert to win. I also kind of feel like Dylan Efron low-key might win.
I don't think he'll win, but I love Dylan Efron. Robert is just this national treasure.
He truly is. He truly is.
And like if Whitney was on a different season with not a strong cast, I would want Whitney to win just because she's the best, probably, out of everyone. But Robert, especially since his sister was on and she won, I love Whitney the pro. Like Robert and Whitney.
Oh, her choreography is the best.
Yeah, she's definitely the best.
I for sure want Robert to win. I just thought that maybe Dylan Efron would win because of a couple weeks ago when they were like, you're most improved. He got the highest score.
But remember, he was like on the bottom
night.
a couple weeks ago.
But dedication night, he got the highest score out of anyone.
No, dedication, but Wicked Week. Wasn't he in the bottom? He was.
He wasn't necessarily. He wasn't in the bottom. No.
There was like 4 couples left.
Yeah, but that was in no particular order type thing. It wasn't like
Okay.
It wasn't based on scores or anything.
Okay. Freaking Wicked Night in general was everything to me.
It was so good.
It was
few of the dances though. Did we really have enough soundtrack to give
I
everyone
know.
a good song?
Topanga.
Yeah,
She got a high score, but
no. Just the music was weird,
and
and I felt bad for Dylan Efron because he got the worst song too. But somehow they made it look like hot. They have chemistry.
his partner, she's so hot to me.
Oh, she has the best body.
And she's tiny and
Yeah.
ripped,
Uh-huh.
but like sexy.
She's so good.
But it's weird because each pro has their own type of choreography, but she's very,
Technical.
yeah, maybe her and Dylan have just really good chemistry. But when they're grinding on each other, even freaking Andy, I'm like,
Oh, the guy from Elf. Get him off the fucking show. I'm sorry, but what?
I know, but even him, I'm not feeling it. Alex Earl is really good, but
It's crazy because she was so bad the first episode. Her circus dance felt so awkward.
her Wicked Night was so good. I feel
Yeah.
like they definitely underscored her. When they gave her an 8, I was like, no. She definitely deserves at least all 9s. But I feel like something's off with her and Val. I feel like they low-key do not like each other.
Yeah, I kind of feel that too. They do not have chemistry.
No, not at all. And he's kind of just like, be better. And she's like, I'm trying. Like that energy.
Yeah, totally. I think I could see Alex and Whitney doing Broadway after this or something.
I don't
think
see
it will
Alex,
go.
but Whitney for sure is going to do a stint on Broadway. Mark
Yeah.
my words.
For sure. What do you think she'll do?
But she's not a singer. So it would have to be acting, not
Well,
Broadway,
that's like her
but
dream,
like,
is like to be an actress.
but isn't Broadway just musicals?
For the most part, yeah.
She just needs to be in a play. I can see her being a play.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe she can sing.
She's just like, la, 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 la.
I could see her being freaking Roxy Hart. They'll let anyone be Roxy Hart.
I don't know who Roxy Hart is.
From Chicago. Like
just
Ariana
da, 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 da.
She was Roxy Hart after the whole Tom Sandoval thing. And then Erica Girardi from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was
Oh, then
Roxy
she'll for
Hart.
sure do that.
Did you ever see Chicago, the
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah. Is it like, she shouldn't have done it?
Yeah,
Da, da,
that's
da, da,
one
da.
of the songs.
Okay, that's what I know, yeah.
But the blonde girl,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Renee Zellweger, plays Roxy Hart. And she's the one who, shoots her husband or whatever. But she's iconic. To play Roxy Hart on Chicago would be insane. But I don't know. Maybe she can sing. But she definitely is going to be a star.
But I don't know what it is about Whitney. There's just something about her where I'm just like, I'm rooting for you. You're good. You're doing awesome. And then it's just something about you is giving me the ick or something. Something's off with you. She'll be like, want to be back on top on the leaderboard. She'll say a comment and I'm just like, ugh.
It's because she's just weird. Like, she just is weird. And she looks amazing. So it's kind of overcompensating for it. Like, think of her with her puffy headband and the weird style on Secret Lives. She's just an oddball.
I know. Do you know what I'm saying, though? There's just some things where everyone's like, yeah, Whitney, Whitney, Whitney. But then that side of her where it's just like, you love competitive clout.
Yeah.
And it's not authentic. That's what it is.
She doesn't seem like a very genuine person.
Yeah, she is very disingenuous.
Yeah. That's it. Like, that's what it is.
Taylor Frankie Paul is authentically herself, and you love her or hate her. It's like clout chasing, competitive, disingenuous sometimes, but then also really talented. She's very talented on Dancing with the Stars, and you can tell she's a hard worker, and I think she loves her husband and her kids. But at the end of the day, I feel like she would sell her kidney to be the most popular woman in the world. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. Oh, I wanted to ask you. I told you to watch The Perfect Neighbor. I want to hear your thoughts.
I was not prepared for that. You texted me and then 20 minutes later I'm watching it. When the kids are crying and they're like, my heart's broken. I'm just like, I cannot do this. And I just was shocked that I won't spoil it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
If you haven't watched The Perfect Neighbor, skip past this part.
Yeah.
Because we'll talk about it.
But just that the mom dies, I was so not expecting that. But I
was
get
like,
it.
Please, no.
It shows her face on the ground. So I was like, they wouldn't show her if she's dying or dead. So I'm like, she'll go to the hospital. She'll be fine. But when they tell the ex-husband or the husband, and then he's like, no. Oh my gosh. Also, watching the dad tell the kids and me watching that, I feel so yucky.
This is a private moment.
Mm-hmm. I was shocked that they said that. And then towards the end, I was like, I can't believe this is all just body cam footage that we're watching.
That's what Hayden said. He was like, we need to mix it in with some interviews or something because this body cam footage, it just feels like such a poor way to do this. But it is crazy. Body cam footage that we're seeing all of these moments happen just because the cop is standing by you.
And even just the interrogation room when she's writing the letter. But they did not give that to the kids, right? That was just to see what she would write.
Yeah, to see if she was feeling genuine. I think it's a tactic that the cops use.
It's like this scary Karen that turns into a killer.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated it. And it really did bother me, though, too. Because if she really was black, the neighbor that shot the Karen, she would be in jail. There's no way that they would just let her be freely going back to her place and not arresting her right away. That did really bother me.
Yeah. Well, it's also because of that law that you can defend yourself on your own property, whatever that law is called in Florida. That's what's hard. Obviously, it went to trial and she's serving her time now. But at the time, it was like, until we investigate this further, she technically didn't break a law.
I know, but I'm like, arrest her. I loved when they finally arrest her and she's like, nope, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
That was wild.
But I was like, I
can't do
awkward.
this. He's like, well, you have to.
And it felt not like the movies. Because in the movies, everything seems so eloquent. And even the interviewers, I'm like, oh.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Or the cops just trying to make jokes. I was a kid once. I know how it goes. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are the people that are protecting us on this planet.
I know, it's so bad. But also, it's just crazy how things can escalate so quickly.
Did you relate to the mom that died as a
Taking
mom?
the iPad or whatever?
Like, as a mom, would you have handled that situation differently?
I think it was just so long of her being the worst neighbor and interrogating these kids, not letting them play all this stuff. And then your kid comes to you and is like, the neighbor just stole my iPad. I'd for sure go over there and be like, give my kid.
Like throwing the rollerblades at me or whatever.
Yeah, I'd be like, no.
It's hard. Obviously, that lady's definitely in the wrong. But I feel like it got to the point where the parents fed into it a lot. The kids fed into it a lot. It became kind of the drama of the street where the kids would be like, we weren't even doing anything. She's crazy. She's Karen. Like, okay, Karen. And I think some of the things that they probably would try and touch the sign or do stuff to where a mature adult would be able to tell, no, their kids are being kids. But in some situations, both sides were true, where I bet you she was like throwing the rollerblades towards them or something, but not directly hitting them. You know what I mean? And so I feel like the kids would probably like, Mom, like, no, she was throwing stuff at us and she took this, or maybe she was being actually crazy. Maybe not even that encounter, but encounters along the way were probably blown out of proportion, which made both sides react worse.
But then the fact that she gets a gun, it shoots it through her door. Can't even see if there's kids out there. Anything just shoots through her door. And then remember when that cop was like, I can't remember what it was, but she's like, I was abused.
Oh, yeah. Well, and only 2 minutes had gone by. I get, if you were genuinely scared of your life, get your gun, be standing there for when she breaks the door down, and then once she broke the door down and was like charging at you, you could shoot or something. But if you don't even know that the door is going to come down,
no, like, the whole thing, I'm just like, no. I had no sympathy for this Karen. I was just like, bye. I hate you the whole time.
It's
and
so
just
scary.
The kids and the mom. Oh, I felt sick after.
Halfway through the documentary, right before the mom dies, went to put some ice cream out on the counter to get myself a bowl. And then I come back in and it's when the dad's telling the kids, and I just went and put my ice cream back in the freezer because I was like, I can't even eat this. I feel sick.
It was bad. It was bad.
So sad, but also crazy.
Okay, another thing. Have you watched Nobody Wants This season 2?
No.
I'm so mad at you. I wanted to talk to you about it.
Was it good?
It's not as good as the first season. I don't want to spoil it, but it's just very like, can I? Not spoil it, but tell you my thoughts.
You can. Okay, but I thought you were going to spoil it. Tell you my thoughts, but it's so annoying. Like, they break up. I don't know. Here's my thing, is I get the premise. I didn't really like season 1 that much. Hot take. I'm scared. Don't kill me. Just the whole, Jewish and whatever, mixed religion. There were parts I definitely loved. I loved the podcast aspect, obviously.
Obviously.
So relatable. And Kristen Bell and seeing Seth Cohen and all of that stuff come together. So fun. And it did give me butterflies and the vibes, and the rom-com vibes. But I'm not like itching to watch it.
I know the supporting cast is better than Kristen Bell and Adam Brody. The supporting cast is really funny. And then it's just the same storyline.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, we get it. You're Jewish and you're not. And you want her to be Jewish and you don't want to be Jewish.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That storyline does not interest me at all.
But it just really beats into that the whole season.
Oh, really? That makes it even worse.
I know that you're going to watch it, but I just want to say my one thought.
Okay, but don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it, but I'm saying what I wish it would have been.
Okay.
So then you can infer that this is not how it is.
Unless it's like, I wish he wouldn't have died and I wish that they would have stayed together.
I wish they wouldn't have had a baby. No, I wish this season it would have been like, you don't want to be Jewish? Okay, cool. I'm going to be Jewish and I'm going to live my life and you do your thing. And I wish that they would have been dating, and throughout that, she would see him and she starts doing little practices or missing it or being curious. And then her really feeling like, you know what, maybe I do want to be Jewish. And then her coming to him and saying, I really love this religion and I want to be a part of it, but him not pressuring her.
So he pressures her, gives her an ultimatum.
No.
Says you have to be Jewish or else we're breaking up. And then they break up.
No.
I just spoiled it for you guys. Sorry.
No, I just didn't like how they did that.
I just feel like in today's day and age,
And I'm like, is it that deep?
Because the girl who wrote it, the whole thing, blah, blah, blah.
No, that her husband's Jewish
Her
and she
husband's
converted.
Jewish, which is so funny.
Her twin sister, I don't think is Jewish, but she was like, no, Aaron's brought this to our whole family and this is a part of our family culture now. And the way they talk about it is she's very passionate about it, and Kristen Bell does not give that. And nobody wants this. I don't know if you're building to that for season 3, but either get there faster. Just don't have this be the conflict
Like,
again.
quit trying to make this work. Yeah.
For another season. I feel like she's trying to drag it out for a 3rd season. And Erin Foster, the way she talks about her being passionate, I wish that was Kristen Bell this season discovering that. More on her own terms, not for Noah. And I think they kind of tried to do that, but it was just very pressure and not very fun and dating. But will you watch it or are you not going to watch it?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
What I love too is the episodes are short, and I feel like that's perfect. They're like 22 minutes, and that is the sweet spot.
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like last time I wasn't paying attention as much, and this time I do want to pay attention a little bit more. Like, I've been banking up some TV so that I can binge it later. Did you see Mary-Kate and Ashley's movies are on Amazon Prime now?
I was literally going to text you that because I almost did a TikTok on Deepish and say, whoever has them, release them now. Stop holding them hostage. Release the Mary-Kate and Ashley tapes.
Yeah, they released some of them.
But not all of them. It's the old ones.
Yeah, there's Billboard Dad, a bunch of different...
But not even Our Lips Are Sealed or anything. Not the old, like, getting there. I want that second chapter.
Yeah, it was the younger ones.
Because I think the oldest one is maybe a Passport to Paris or something.
I want to watch them.
Oh, I have to watch them all. I don't feel like the boys would like them.
I know. I wish we could have a sleepover and watch them.
Let's do it.
That'd be so fun. I'll come sleep at your house and we can sleep on the couch downstairs.
Exactly.
Oh, that's perfect. Also, did you see that Miss Rachel got Woman of the Year for Glamour Mag?
That is the best news you've ever told me because I love Miss Rachel.
Isn't that so sweet? It's so inspiring. Are you okay?
No. I literally want to cry.
That reaction was Taylor Swift winning a freaking Grammy. Just like a shock.
No, but like, I can't breathe. I love Miss Rachel.
She's so inspiring. Like, the fact that a stay-at-home mom could be, I'm going to start singing nursery rhymes on YouTube and can make a freaking empire out of it.
But
is wild.
she won Woman of the Year?
Yeah, there's multiple of them. There's like a list, Women of the Year.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Glamour
so
magazine.
happy about that because one, Miss Rachel has this education, her master's in child psychology, and so her actual content is based in research.
Yeah.
This color, this pattern, this song, this frequency, it's so intentional. Rooney, that was his first show that he watched. Miss Rachel wasn't around for Riggs and Lennox, but he loved it. I love that she's so intentional and she knows kids aren't supposed to watch television till they're 2, but I'm going to do it in a way that it's not so in their face. But then another note is she's such a
Philanthropist.
yes. She just loves all these kids around the world. And she's like, I love kids in Gaza and Palestine. And she's just using her platform for others. She's like, the reason why I'm doing this is so I can donate money here for other kids. And hello, everyone. Can we just all come together in love? And also there's kids starving and dying. I love her so much. And she's so well deserved.
And she's so inspiring.
Because then you don't know who Blippi is.
I know who Blippi is. Yeah.
Okay. There's a Blippi. I learned his background and he's kind of just like gross and he just did it all for content and created this whole thing. And even his background was weird and he tried all this different stuff to get famous. Once you learn that, you're just like, oh, Blippi. And then he just sold everything. But I feel like Miss Rachel, the reason why she did it is because it was her education.
Mm-hmm. Her passion for that education.
Yes. And it just comes across in her content. Anyways, everyone's like, okay, 30 seconds forward.
No, I'm sure a lot of people who listen to this are big fans of Miss Rachel. She's a lifesaver, literally.
I love her so much.
I don't even have kids, but I can get the hype.
Okay, but on a personal note, what's your personal update?
Personal update. Started therapy.
Oh, you didn't even tell me how your first session went. How'd it go?
It was good. I have my second one tomorrow.
More just an intro.
Yeah, it was more intake kind of stuff. I still had some good takeaways, but she was asking me, okay, what's your dynamics with your friends? What's your dynamics with your husband? Past trauma. And I talked to her because she was like, oh, are you down to go in the past? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, I love that because in order to heal, you have to make the unconscious conscious and deal into with that. So then we might do some EMDR stuff, she said, and work through some stuff. So she gave me some homework and I'm going to do that tomorrow.
How do you feel about telehealth?
Good. Really good. I actually come in here in this room and I just light a candle, make it cozy, and I feel like it's great because it makes the effort of it so much less. And it's at 8 p.m. at night. I can just do my thing. And so that's been good. And then prepping for a second transfer, which has been the worst, but also good.
You're doing your shots right now?
No, not my shots yet, but just the freaking estrogen.
What's the worst part of estrogen? How it affects your hormones or how you're feeling physically?
Both. Just lower back pain, crampy. I'm just so sick of feeling crappy. And it's just nausea. Because it's like when your estrogen rises when you get pregnant, that's a lot of morning sickness. So for dinner, I had freaking chips and salsa and sour gummy worms because I couldn't even eat what I made. But I've been trying to eat healthy, and so it's just gross. Anyways.
Oh, crap. So is that soup I brought you sounds so disgusting?
No, soup is great.
It's hearty. I was just like, oh, it's cold. I want to make some soup.
I know, that's so sweet. I'm glad you brought us some. No, I'll definitely have that tomorrow. But yeah, I made dinner, and I had 2 bites, and I was like, So yeah, I feel crazy about that, but it's fine. It's good. I'm excited, but not at the same time. I don't know. I'm just scared again, and it's just...
I know. I hope by freaking next season
we'll have an announcement.
That'll be everything to me.
That will be so fun because
like if it's I'm pregnant. That's what I'm manifesting.
Yeah, season 2. You'll see.
It's crazy though because this transfer is right on this cusp of the new year. It's like, please.
It's also sad even thinking about what we wanted out of this podcast and thinking about this past year. I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I'll have a baby by the end of the year.
I know. All I know is I just pray that 2026 is very different than 2025 for you.
I pray too. How's therapy been for you? You started, didn't you?
No, I start this Wednesday. And I'm just sad because I really wanted to find an in-person. And the one I'm seeing is telehealth, but she only has afternoon. So it's going to be at noon. And I'm just going to be banking that Rooney will hopefully be asleep for his nap. But some days he doesn't take a nap or he won't or whatever. And it's just hard because I really wanted a space.
Do you feel like you need to go with this person then? Like,
well, I did 3 others. I was really sad because I did this consultation with this one girl. It was so good. We get through the whole thing. She made me cry. I felt so good about her. And then I was like, what's your schedule like? And she's like, that's the thing. I'm not taking new patients till April. And I'm like, why would you do a consultation with me?
Yeah, that's weird.
If you're not taking people till April.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a letdown. And I felt not even rejected, but just dangled in front of and then taken away.
Yeah.
And the one that I had this consultation with, she seems great. So hopefully it works out good. And she told me, she was like, hopefully I have later appointments open up in a few weeks. And then we can slide you into 5 o'clock. And then maybe Brandon can come home early one day and I could do a 5 to 6 or something. Because I would love to even sit in my car and just be away from the kids. I'm just nervous that I'm going to be like, yeah, I am my dad. And then Rooney's just crying. And I'm like, okay, anyways.
Yeah. BRB.
Gotta feed this kid. So we'll see how it goes. One, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just like, do I really have to cut open this infected leg?
No, you need to change your perspective on it. You need to be like, okay, I'm ready to freaking clean out this junk drawer. Let's freaking go through this. I want to feel better.
Are you feeling that way?
Yeah. Which I feel like is step 1. Obviously, you don't have to feel amazing going into it, but in the headspace to clean, you know?
I just hope, we'll talk about our New Year's resolutions and stuff, but I just hope when we come back, I'm just like, whoa, I'm doing a lot better emotionally.
I hope so too. I think it will be good. Do you feel like this semi-break from the podcast will help you feel less stressed and overwhelmed?
I don't know. I don't think the podcast is a big cause of any of my mental health stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more just like,
I don't know, what if it makes it worse?
This is the one good thing in your life. I know, that's what I'm scared of.
See, when we come back next season, hopefully we'll both have an update of just things on the up and up. And you guys aren't even going to recognize us as hosts. We're going to be so happy and put together and mentally well, you won't even know who we are.
I know. You won't even be able to relate to us because our lives are going to be so perfect.
Yeah, it'll be crazy. It's amazing what one holiday season can do. No, I feel like we'll show back up just freaking wrecked from the holidays.
I know. Holidays are always actually more stressful than you think that they're going to be relaxing. It's just so much family.
I know. I wish it was more family.
I know you love family, and I'm just like, I love my little family.
But you'll have those moments.
I'm just feeling a little tapped out this year. Yeah. I think I'm just very sensitive and vulnerable right now. And so if someone looks at me wrong, I'm just like, okay.
Don't look at me.
Like, I want to cry. Like, I want to cry right now.
Someone throw this girl a bone.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I want to back up and go through this year of a podcast. We did a whole season. Season 1 is complete. Can you believe that?
I know. I can't believe we are freaking here. It's crazy.
I feel like as far as a pretty bow for season 1, it's everything I would want it to be.
I agree. And I think that us deciding to do seasons and to take a little break is just making this whole process so intentional and making sure that our episodes and the content that we're putting out there is so intentional for our listeners that we never stop enjoying and loving what we're doing. And I'm excited to have a little break and also cultivate something really exciting for season 2.
I know we're starting to brainstorm already ideas for season 2, and that's really exciting.
Yeah, and it's made me so excited to bring those things to life and have new ideas and bring you guys something different.
And we just thought this would be the perfect time to wrap up season 1 because of the holidays. I feel like it'll be really nice to have, I guess, a break from you guys hearing us, but not a break for us because we're going to be planning.
Yeah, your girls are going to be working in the background.
Yeah, of what we're doing for season 2. And I'm excited. Big things coming. Big things.
But what, this is episode 44? Is that right?
44.
That's crazy.
44. What's 444?
44 ounces.
Yes.
Angel numbers.
44. That's crazy.
Also, what's crazy is the other day I went to go get chocolate. They always do this sale in October. And my total there was $222. And then I stop at my mom's favorite Mexican restaurant and get chips and salsa and a little bandito. It's called Joe Bandito's in Springville. If you haven't been, it's so good. And my order was $22.22. And I was like, that is weird.
Did you look it up? What is 22?
No, I need to look it up, but there's some type of angel numbers too.
Yeah, but 44 is something. Remember?
444 is angel numbers.
Like, yeah, I swear it's like new beginnings or something.
Yeah, let's look.
Because my angel numbers are 999 because I had to get a new phone number. I had the same phone number from 8th grade till 2 years ago, and it was so depressing that I had to get a new phone number. But in my phone numbers, there's 3 9s in a row, and 999 means fresh new beginnings, like starting over. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Ooh,
like
that is
starting
crazy.
over fresh, letting things go.
And you have a 999 necklace.
That's why I got the 999 necklace. So that's my angel numbers now because of my phone number.
Yeah, 444 is an angel number or a spiritual sign of support and positive transformation. It signifies that you are on the right path, you have divine support, and you should expect positive changes and growth.
What the hell? And we're ending on episode 44?
I know. Wait, let me look really quick. 222 is a recurring number with various meanings. Angel number signifies harmony, balance, good fortune, and the importance of relationships.
As you're like getting...
It can also be a reminder to have faith and patience in manifestation and to maintain balance in one's life.
I feel like your mom is trying to throw those numbers
Just
out and you're like dodge.
No, yeah. But 44 episodes. Crazy.
I can't believe that. And we have not missed a single week. We have gone through illnesses.
Both throwing up on the bathroom floor. I'll edit today, you edit tomorrow. Oh my gosh.
No, there was one day I remember I came over. I was so sick. And I just get here and I grab a pillow and I laid on the floor in the studio. And I'm like, just give me 10 minutes.
No, she rang the doorbell and then she was laying on my porch swing. I'm like, are you good? She's like, yeah, I can grab the stuff. I'm dying. I'm like, oh my gosh. We have shown up.
Yeah, and then I'm like, hello. You do it. I feel like a performer. Dance, monkey, dance.
Oh, yeah. I can do it with a broken heart.
No, literally. But it also has made me, I've been reflecting back, and sometimes it's hard when you're right in the middle of everything to really be like, have we learned anything? Has this been worth it? I kind of zoom out a little bit and I'm just like, first of all, we have this amazing community we've built and we've learned so much.
Oh, yeah.
Did we know how to record a podcast, edit, just even the equipment, everything? We know how to start a podcast, how to start a business, how to grow, how to get sponsors. It's been so exciting. I don't know. I think I'm at this point in my life where sometimes I don't feel super capable. I'm like, oh, I'm just a mom of 3, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I actually look at my resume of this year and everything that I've learned. And I'm like, oh, I can do things and I can figure it out and I can create things. And it's been such a powerful message that I needed to remind myself of this year.
Oh, for sure. And I think a lot of people who have podcasts, if they get questions, oh, how do you start a podcast? Or like, what do you, it's just like, you just start. Mm-hmm. You just research and you start and figure it out. That's probably with anything. Just go. Just do.
I think our biggest thing too is we just learn as we go. Like, okay, what editing tool should we use? What filters? What caption colors?
Even just the issues we run into too. The technical issues. I'll text you and be like, this isn't working. What do I do? And you're like, I don't know. Maybe try this or maybe look up this or whatever. And then I'll look it up and figure it out. And then I'm like, okay, solved. That kind of stuff. It's not like we have a guidebook of, oh, when audio doesn't sync, do this. It's really hard.
I know. I guess my biggest takeaway is just feeling this sense of being capable of doing hard things emotionally and intellectually. You can do it.
Do you remember our conversations going into starting this podcast and what you were wanting out of it?
Yeah, I think it was number 1 to feel like my voice mattered and I was being heard. And I think along the way, I kind of want to change that for season 2 to have it not necessarily like my voice be heard, but for me to hear my own voice and my opinions matter to me kind of a thing, and to really solidify who I am, not necessarily be looking for others to hear me. I'm feeling a little untethered to my own person right now, and I'm wanting to ground myself and find that.
But do you feel like throughout this season you've felt like your voice matters at certain points?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. To others and to myself. Even listening back and reflecting, preparing for this episode, going back to some of my favorite episodes, I'm like, whoa, I love what we're talking about right here. Yeah. And I feel inspired and motivated from things that we were discussing, or laughing at funny episodes, or so curious about our thoughts and opinions. And I'm proud of that. What about you? Starting from the beginning of the podcast, what were some of your intentions going in and how has that changed?
I think my intentions going in were to share my story, help other people find a bigger purpose, or put purpose to the things I was going through. And I feel like what I didn't realize is how much I needed this as a distraction this year. 2025 has been genuinely probably the hardest year of my life. And I feel like this has kept me so busy and kept each week routine and kept me going in a lot of ways, and connecting with a lot of people that I have connected with about infertility or even grief, and like messages I've gotten from people of being like, oh, I've never heard someone talk about parent loss in this way or infertility in this way. Thank you so much for sharing your story, or I love hearing about this. First message received of that, I was like, that was totally worth it. It's hard because obviously as we talk about goals for season 2 and things we want to talk about and stuff, I don't think it will be, hopefully not as infertility heavy, but same with the grief. I'm hoping to take it into maybe a more fun direction while still sharing some personal things, but I'm glad that I got to get my story out there and share those things. But I think my intention and purpose and like what I'm going to get out of season 2 will be a lot different, which we'll share those when we come back because we'll need to ponder, think about those.
Reflect in the next little bit of what we're wanting. I agree with that. This kind of distraction and responsibility for you has been a saving grace. And I've heard that throughout this year of, I'm so glad I have this. Even on our hardest days where we're just like freaking 10 hours into editing and just so deep into it, even though that sucks, it's probably better than ruminating on some of the things that you were dealing with this year.
Totally. And I think just mentally a distraction for both of us, which I think has been really good, and just fun to see each other more and have conversations, and weirdly enough get to know each other a lot better because of the conversations that we're having, the prompts we're asking, and just getting to know a lot of the guests that we've had. I feel really lucky to be able to sit down with a lot of the people that we had on and hear their story and ask them these questions, because a lot of the people I knew through social media or didn't know at all but had always been curious about their story, it was so cool to be able to sit down and talk to them about it.
Oh, guests is a whole other leg where I'm so grateful that we were able.
I know. Tell us your favorite.
I don't know if I have a favorite.
Just kidding. I know, it's like your kids. You love them all the same.
I know, but I definitely have a handful. People-wise, I'm so grateful that we met Carly and Allie. Because they've become our legit friends and we love them so much. And all of our guests, we love them all. But that's been really fun to kind of develop friendships outside of the podcast. And then, I don't know, as far as my favorite episodes, Shelby Walker is probably my favorite guest we had on. Her story was I'm just so grateful that she came on and was so vulnerable and raw about her complex story. Yeah. And I feel like afterwards she was so grateful to us for allowing that safe place for her to share that. That meant so much to me, where I was like, wow, I feel like we created that for her to be able to chronologically lay out her story, and she's grateful for that. And so regardless if anyone listened or not, for me and for her, I feel like it was beneficial, and that's all I wanted.
That episode for sure felt like we both knew we were a part of something special.
And it was one of the episodes where we were talking and it felt like 20 minutes, and then we wrapped up. I was like, oh crap, that's going to be so short. And then I went to turn off the camera and it had been 2 hours and 45 minutes or something. Time warped in that conversation.
It wasn't even like we were recording. It was a spiritual experience. We were sitting around a campfire talking to each other.
Yeah. And another thing that I've loved about all of our guests, I love recording, but then afterwards, most of our guests just stay and we talk for hours.
Oh, yeah. And get all the dirt.
I know. And they're like, we can't record that. I couldn't say this on the podcast, but they tell us all of the real dirt.
Or if you didn't pick up on this here, this is why I can't say this, then you get it out of them. Oh. You're like, tell me everything.
Oh, I'm like, okay, let's
like, how much money did you actually make? Let me see your boobs, literally. And I'm just like, sorry for my friend. And they're like, oh no, it's fine. I'll tell you. Here, you want to see?
Here's the nip.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been so good. What are some of your favorite guests?
Yeah, I would say that I agree. Shelby's episode, like, we both knew Shelby, but same thing with her. Being able to sit in a room with her and talk to her about her story and come up with my own questions to ask her was so special. And then just being so proud of that, where I'm like, I want everyone I know to listen to this because this girl is amazing and her story is insane. And it felt like truly something special. And then, yeah, Carly and Allie, of course, we made lifelong friends with them, and that was amazing. I loved Britty's episode.
That's what I was just gonna say.
One of my favorites.
I love Britty.
Yeah,
she was the one who worked at the Mayan restaurant, and I loved her.
Yeah,
she was so quirky, and also I learned so much about autism because she's autistic, and I loved learning from her.
And she's just so witty. You could listen to her talk forever, and then I felt like it was kind of bringing out in both of us. And oh my gosh, I just loved that episode with her.
She was just such a random gem. We saw her on TikTok talking about the mind, and I was like, let's reach out to her. And that was gold.
But that's what I love about this. There's so many times where I'm sitting in this room having a conversation with someone who I never thought I would be sitting with. Brielle was the perfect example. She was our first guest. And I had always watched her stories because I followed her mom from The Bachelor and all that stuff. And then I'm just sitting in a room with her, listening to her tell this story and asking her all the questions I've had for the last 10 years is crazy. So just getting the opportunity to help others share their stories is amazing.
Yeah, I think too, what I learned was we would talk to these people for 2.5 hours. And it was just only scratching the surface because they would stay after and tell us more of their stories. And it's just so cool. Also, a lot of our guests have incredible platforms, or they do really cool things, or they're amazing businesswomen, or whatever it was, or nurse practitioners, therapists. We had such a variety. We learned a lot, and we had all women guests.
We need to change that next season. First boy. Brandon Wardrobe, don't yell at us.
But I thought that was really cool. Very motivating for me to sit across from all these really powerful and influential people.
And it brings so much of doing this podcast, even the people who have followed our podcast on Instagram or reached out and messaged us like, you ladies are doing great. Or even Lucy, when we reached out for her to come on, she was so nice, so kind about everything, and was truly cheering for us. Was like, of course I'll come on. I would love to. You guys are so legit. And it restores your faith in humanity a little bit, where you're like, okay, you can be this big person and still be rooting for the underdog.
Yeah. And we got that chance a few times this season where people reached out to us and were like, hey, can we come on the podcast?
Oh, that's true.
And that was like, whoa, like people want to come on our platform and share their story. Mm-hmm. And that was a different kind of lens.
And that's what I really love, is that we were able to do that for some people.
Oh, totally.
Oh, I was going to ask you, what was your favorite listener submission that we did?
Listener submission. I loved talking friendship breakups. I loved that episode because I feel like we just have had so many friendship breakups. And so it was fun to tell our story and then hear other people's and give people advice.
Oh, yeah. That one was fun because we could talk about our friendships.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that was really good. And that was fun. We didn't do listener submissions in the beginning, and then we switched over to that. And that was so fun hearing people's stories. And I think what you guys don't see is we get all of these submissions and then we have to filter through. And some of them, I'm like, I'm scared.
Like, what do you mean?
You know, some of them.
Oh, yeah.
Creepy.
Well, yeah, of course we're not going to read those on the podcast. Yeah.
So there was some that we didn't share, either super inappropriate or just creepy. That's what I'm thinking when you said listener submission.
Or just didn't make logical sense.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I'm like, who is this?
Some of them, the story is funny, but I want to copy and paste it into ChatGPT and get it cleaner because we're all over the place.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Tighten up your grammar.
Or some of your favorite listener submissions.
Oddly, parenting advice. That one was fun because I feel like people were so passionate about that. Mm-hmm. And craziest thing you've ever heard about somebody's partner. I could talk about the husbands all day.
And I feel like we need to do maybe a part 2 on that one because there was so many that we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
That one was really good.
Yeah, that one was good. Okay, what was your least favorite episode?
Oh, least favorite episode?
I want you to freaking, call us out.
I don't know. I need to look through. You know what's surprising is I don't know if I have a least favorite episode, but I think sometimes I'm like, oh, this episode is going to flop. And then like Mama Trauma is one of our top listened to episodes. Ones that were so just like, whatever. And then they blow up. And then ones that I'm just talking about like, my mental health journey and just all my traumas. I'm like, oh, this is going to hit. And then it's just kind of like, hello.
I know.
Does anyone care about my trauma?
I know.
So I think that was surprising. I think just the trends of it all and projections, you can never really guess what is going to hit and what's not.
Yeah. It's hard for us to decipher what you guys actually like. Sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't, but maybe it's just the week or how people are feeling or if it's repetitive or something.
Yeah, because we do a pop culture episode and it's huge, and then we talk about another pop culture and it's like, didn't love that one as much. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the sad part of it all. Not sad part, but just the hard part is the metrics have been hard this year, I feel like, because we are trying to build something. And so I feel like sometimes the metrics can eat me alive. Yeah. Where I'm like, well, why didn't we? We're up here and then the next week, why are we not all the way to where we were this week or whatever? Mm-hmm. But then overall, it kind of averages out, but it's hard week to week.
Yeah. And I'm sure anyone who's pumping out content or creating content of any form feels that same way. Like on a TikTok video or a podcast episode, it's so hard. It's like a moving target.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I have a question. Who's been our favorite sponsor?
Ooh, Minky for sure.
Minky, me too. I mean, obviously Sir Walter Candy, #1 always.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
No, but Minky has been so amazing.
I know. My house is flooded in Minky blankets, and that's my dream. Working with them was truly a dream.
It really was.
Also Cozy Earth.
Those sheets. We were able to work with some really amazing
I know, in our
sponsors.
first season. That was impressive. I'm proud of us.
You know, we have some lined up for next season, and I'm excited about.
You know what this episode's reminding me of?
What?
You know those random episodes of Friends where it would do the flashback episodes?
Yes, and you're just like, next.
I know. I'm like getting those vibes where it's like Joey in every situation, or like,
and I'm like, I literally just binged all of this.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, so Montes, so Tinko.
Oh, yeah. And that episode in general is so
That
random.
episode always comes on, and it's Joey when he's being interviewed by the soap opera person, and it goes through all of his acting stuff.
Yeah, but that episode of him actually acting, that guy.
Yeah.
It's a very random episode.
So hopefully you guys aren't getting the same vibes.
No.
Pump it up.
Okay, we don't have to say it, but has there been any guests that you're like...
Yes. We won't say it, but if you're our friend, you can ask us later. There's been a couple.
That's just like, oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Oh, but do you know who I loved? Adria. That was so fun. Being able to sit down with a friggin' doctor and ask her about women's health. That was worth it in itself.
But I'm like, okay, be my doctor now. When Brecca came on, I was like, I need you to be my therapist now.
Now you got a doctor, a therapist, a stylist with Lucy.
Also, I will say Lucy's episode, Lucy as a person, I felt very inspired after talking with her. Yeah. She's so inspiring. And I think that was like a common theme. After a lot of our guest episodes, we felt on this high.
Yeah.
Like we can do anything. Mm-hmm. And then Carly Sign was probably the best at advice. Like she sat down and gave us all of these tips and tricks and really just spent time with us. And that meant a lot to me.
But where they're like, no, you guys are doing amazing. Like, here's what you do. This. And we're like drinking it up.
Uh-huh.
I loved all of our nostalgic stuff.
That's what I was just going to say. I kind of miss that. I want to do our high school episode next season because we did elementary, junior high. We need to do high school.
Yeah. Cheetah Girls, Cheetah Sisters.
So good.
Yeah, we still need to do high school, but also I loved our Lohan versus Steph, It Girl stuff. I think if we do more It Girl stuff, that'd be fun.
Oh, I loved It Girl. And it was something so fun to talk about and research. Hillary Duff and Lindsay Lohan was so fun. Mm-hmm. We get to these points, especially some episodes we do a double. We record 2 in a row. And by the second, we become so delirious.
Oh, so slap happy.
And that is my favorite. I think it was Valentine's Day. And we had, I'm not kidding, it was 15 minutes.
We could not even look at each other in the eye, and we started having a laugh attack.
The biggest laugh attack.
Come on again.
I know.
Don't look at me.
I know. We had to cut out so much because we just could not stop laughing. Is there anything, I guess not regret, but something that you're like, oh, I would have done it different? Knowing what we know now, would you go back and do everything the same?
Ooh, that's hard. I think maybe I'd go back and figure out the secret ingredient to make us freaking pop off. But no, I feel like maybe just family members hearing too much about my life.
I know, but have you heard anything that people have reached out to you and been like...
I think it's actually good for me, though. I feel like I'm a little bit more unfiltered on here than I am in real life when it comes to my family. I like respect for their beliefs, and I've really been able to share my beliefs of what I feel with the afterlife and the church and things like that. And it's not stuff I would ever say to their faces because I want to respect their beliefs. Mm-hmm. But this podcast is for you guys, our listeners, not my family. Mm-hmm. And I have been really authentic and true to myself. And been really open and honest about saying I don't know the answers and I don't know how I feel today and I don't know if this is how it is after this. I wish I could just come on here and be like some spokesperson and be like all this advice and this is how everything is. I've truly shared my confusion, and I feel like that is more beneficial and helpful to other people than me just coming on here and having all the answers. But I think that's been hard navigating some of those relationships and following up and owning what I say on the podcast.
Yeah, totally. That's been surprisingly, it was a fear for me in the beginning.
Yes.
And I even mentioned that to you. Like, I'm scared. And then how much I do not care now.
Yeah.
Even one of my friends was texting me and she was like, oh my gosh, does your mother-in-law and your mom listen to this? When you were talking, I can't remember what it was about. And I was like, yeah, I literally
don't care. Yeah.
Don't care at all.
clearly me last week being like, yeah, hot daddies, step siblings, don't care. So I get that. But I think it's interesting because it's opposite, because I went into this being like, I don't care. But then once they're listening and coming back to you, it's like, okay, this is annoying kind of thing. Like, I do have to own it and be honest. So I feel like that's the only bad thing, but I also feel like that kind of turned into a good thing.
No, for sure. And I think that it's a nice thing that you have people that are listening and wanting to continue a conversation with you based on what you're saying.
Oh my gosh, that's been one of the biggest things this year, is this podcast has cultivated a lot of conversations with my friends and my family. Good too, like gotten them to open up and be more vulnerable when I've shared stuff. We did our episode on change and radical acceptance and things like that, and then they open up to me about their lives. And I feel like it is fun to have a topic and then be at family dinner or be at a girls' dinner and be like, oh, what are your guys' thoughts? What are your thoughts on these conspiracy theories? What are your thoughts on Princess Diana or Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff?
Yeah, for sure. And I applaud you because I will say between the two of us, you have shown up extremely authentically this whole year on this podcast.
Yeah.
And have been like, this is where I'm at. With everything.
But I feel like you have too.
I think that there was like a point where you kind of pushed me and you're like, you need to be more.
I'm just like, tell us your dirt, get out of here.
Yeah, you were like, you need to be more open, because I do have a bad habit of not
holding things close to the vest.
Yeah. And we've talked about this, that a lot of your stuff that you've gone through this year is very tangible. Infertility, or it's very like, this is what's going on and you can put a name to it. And a lot of stuff that I go through, it's not necessarily a name. It's like, oh, I'm just having a hard time, or I'm feeling anxious, or motherhood, or just this more broad. So sometimes it's hard to pinpoint these things.
Yeah. But I feel like you opening up about your mental health and things you've been through with your family dynamics and even just stuff with motherhood or your anxiety, I think that is really powerful too.
It also has made me think differently this year, because I'm looking at my circumstances and what I'm experiencing, and I'm trying to, in a good way, romanticizing things, because I'm like, oh, I want to talk about this on the podcast. I'm going to kind of remember this moment so I can discuss it. And that has been something that's interesting and nice, because us talking and stuff has been kind of our journal entries. And so throughout my week, I'm like, oh, what do I want to talk to Sammy about? And then from literally what I'm watching to what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what I did this weekend.
It makes you kind of clock it a little bit better.
One thing I do want to do next season is either record more or turn around our episodes a little faster.
To be more in real time.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about that, watching Bachelorette together and recapping and posting along with our listeners and stuff.
And also just for me and you, because we obviously talk so much. And so by the time we record, we've already heard all the stories we're saying. But if we record closer or record more, it'll be fun to actually just tell each other on the podcast.
Yes, exactly. That will make our weekly catch up. I'm excited for that.
Yes.
This was so fun going down memory lane, and it's made me really excited for next season. I've been excited for a little break, because it is a lot. It's a lot of work to have a podcast and to edit an episode and release it every single week. We've been fully dedicated to it, and we still are.
Oh, no, totally. I think it's coming at the perfect time for us.
Distance makes the heart grow fonder. So hopefully you guys will miss us and want to hang out with us again.
I know, but I'm feeling sad already.
I know.
I'm going to miss you guys.
Sad. What are you guys going to do on Thursdays without us?
Yeah, just cry.
You guys better not see anyone else while we're gone.
Honestly, though, you should just write us little notes.
Yeah, will you please? And then when we come back, we can read them.
Oh, that we should just have it in our story. Tell us stories while we're gone or something, and then we could read those. We love you guys so much. Thank you for being on this freaking journey this year.
Yeah, it's been so fun. And if you're new here, if you're new to our friendship and us as people, we're so glad that you guys are here. And we love you so much. And we will be back on January 8th.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited for that episode, because if you guys don't remember, we did a bunch of predictions for 2025 for each other and just the world in general. And we kept track all year long, and a lot of them did come true, which is crazy.
Oh, yeah. A deep dive through all of our projections, if they came true, what didn't come true, and then all of our 2026 predictions.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun.
Yes.
But we love you guys, and we hope you have an amazing holiday season, and we will see you for season 2.
Bye, guys.
Season 1 out.
Love ya.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.